Well, this is our council chamber. Here in Belfast, we have the largest council in Northern Ireland. It's made up of 51 members, 17 of those are women. Councillors are voted in by the public, and councillors in turn elect the Lord Mayor. A councillor serves a 4-year term of office, a Lord Mayor only 1 year, a rule that was brought in 1973. However, he may be re-elected, but he can't serve consecutive years. And we've only ever had one lady mayor, and that was Grace Bannister in 1981. Council meets on the first working day of every month at 6 o'clock in the evening. And when councillors come in here, they all sit in their various political parties. On my right-hand side sit all the members of the various unionist parties. And on my left, the first row is the Alliance, the next 2 rows, Sinn Féin, and the last 2 rows, the SDLP. The table up the middle, the journalists sit there taking their notes, but they're not allowed to take photographs. And behind me here, the clerks sit, taking the minutes of the meeting. And this is laid out like the House of Commons in Westminster. Up above, we have our public gallery, and at the bottom, our VIP gallery. Below the VIP gallery, the chair in the middle was our old Lord Mayor's chair. It dates back to 1871, and it came from our old town hall, as did the table in the room we have just left. But the chairs on either side are very important. The one on the left was sat upon by King George V, and the one on the right, his wife, Queen Mary. They sat upon them here in this very room in 1921 for our first ever opening of Parliament here in Northern Ireland, because Stormont, our Parliament buildings today, was not open until 1932. On either side of the galleries, you will see portraits of past Lord Mayors. Behind me here on my left, we have a portrait of Queen Victoria, and on my right, her son, King Edward VII. Around from that, a past Lord Mayor, Sir Edward Harland. At 21 years of age, he was co-founder of Harland and Wolff, the Belfast shipyard, the shipyard that built the Titanic. Behind me here, we have our present-day Lord Mayor's chair, and on the left, the Deputy Lord Mayor, and on the right, the Chief Executive. And we have a very old-fashioned timing system, a red light and a green light. When a councillor gets up to speak, he gets up to speak in the green light, but he's only allowed to speak for 5 minutes. And then he gets the red light, and he must sit down. And the brackets in front hold a silver ceremonial mace, present at every council meeting. Now, behind the chairs, there's a very beautiful pierced oak screen. The carving in it is absolutely magnificent. Indeed, all around the chamber, very fine wainscot oak. And if you look at the seats that you're sitting in, the carving in those is absolutely beautiful. And all of the men who did this work then went on to work on the Titanic. So she must have been a very beautiful ship indeed. Now, I'd like to show you one of our councillors' robes, but I need someone to model it for me. So do not have a volunteer. Sorry? Yes, okay. No, it'll fit on over. I'd like to come out here so that everyone can see you. Thank you. This is one of our councillors' robes. They're very warm and very heavy, and they're made from wool. And they're all handmade by a famous robe maker in Exeter, in England. And they cost about £2,000 each. Where you have the black velvet trim going all around the robe, in days gone by that was trimmed with ermine. Now, for those of you who don't know what ermine is, it's the white fur coat of a little stoat. It's a little animal like a mink, like a ferret. And when our Queen of England opens Parliament, she always has a gown trimmed with a white fur with a little black tail going through it. And indeed, she has exactly that at the base of her crown. But there are 2 very strange things hanging down from either sleeve. Just a moment, thank you. Can anyone guess what these were used for? The robes date back to the 1700s, and things weren't just always as pleasant then as they are today. So any suggestions? I've heard them all, so don't be shy. Yep. Well, in the late 1700s, we had open sewers going down the streets of Belfast. As you can imagine, the stench must have been horrendous. So there was a little opening at the top, and you slipped in your mothballs or your camphor. And as you walked around, you held it in front of your face, inhaling the smell from within, rather than the stench of the sewers. This is known as a nosegay, and today we know a nosegay as a little bunch of sweet-smelling flowers. Now, would you like to sit in the Lord Mayor's chair and have your photograph taken? Do you have a camera with you? Oh dear, not even a camera phone? No. Well, you can try that for size. Now, if anyone else would like to try the robe on and sit in the chair, please come and stand beside me now to save some time. How does it feel up there?
Magnificent.
Feel important?
Not really, no. It was actually a little next to before, so that's very interesting. It was a little next to.
Well, thank you very much indeed for doing that. Thank you. Anyone else wish to try the robe on? I just want to say everyone else too shy.